Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Graceful Truth Podcast. I'm the host, Judith, and today is going to be very exciting. For those who are new here, Graceful Truth is all about Jesus. We come here to talk about how we can actually just navigate this life in a godly way, in a godly manner with Jesus. You know, we're growing. I'm growing. You're growing. And are you guys growing too?
Yes.
We're all growing. We're all growing Christians, I guess.
We're growing. Oh my God.
So as you all can see, we have two amazing people that I dragged here to come and do this episode with me. Yes, on my left we have Vera, and on my right we have
Nkechi.
Yes. So today we're going to be talking about something fun, but also spirit-filled, and something that is close to home, basically. So before we begin, let's pray. Let's invite the Holy Spirit. Nkechi, please pray for us.
Lord, we want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to record this episode. I want to say that as we talk and as we discuss, that everything that we're talking about we will not just be talking based on what we fear, but based on the Spirit of God and the knowledge that we've had so far. I want to say that we'll make right decisions after this and we will not make mistakes in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so first off, these questions I asked them a month ago, and I'm sure most people are like, this girl sent what they call those forms, Google form, and have not released any episode on it for like 2 months now. I'm so sorry. I was looking for the right people, but I guess you never know, Sha. But this is it. I hope you enjoyed this episode and take one or two out of it. So the first question was, what's something you've noticed in your parents' marriage that you wouldn't take into your own? Okay, before we read the responses, let's discuss.
I feel like I don't see anything that I won't want to take in. Maybe as time goes on, I would remember. But for now, like all I remember is like the good things. You get. Even the bad things, like I won't call them bad because I see them walking through it. I see them like going past the issues that they face, and it's like there's always a brighter tomorrow. You get, they're working towards something better, and I don't see anything toxic. Honestly, I grew up in a very happy home, so I don't think that question is for me.
I'm loved at home.
I'm
loved at home.
Because
like everybody is loved at home. Like there is no this person is drifted apart. Every time we have like anything at home, my mom always wants everybody to be together. So like if anybody's upstairs, she'll be like, come downstairs, you have to stay downstairs. Everybody is downstairs, not that you're upstairs. So like everybody, she made sure everybody grew in love, because probably she didn't like have that, so she just wanted to like, okay, make her own family be like in a loved environment.
Okay, so that's something you are going to take to your
own. Like and my dad's like, anytime no matter any work, he gets like he can pick like his family's call, no matter the situation. Like he cannot say, oh, I'm in a meeting, call me back. Even if he's in a meeting, he will ask you, okay, any problem. If you now tell him, if it's something he can discuss, he will. But if it's something he will like tell you, okay, hold on, I'll call you back in some minutes. He will tell you, but he has to pick that call. Do you understand? So I don't think there's anything that.
That's nice. Same thing, honestly. I'm loved that one, very loved. By the way, but in as much as all of that, for me, I'll say the good outweigh the bad.
Yes,
that's what I'm going to say.
The good, the bad is not
bad. But then the one thing that I am working towards is that even my mom will not want us to do for ourselves is something like having our ground. Even my dad, like wanting his children to like stand their ground before getting into marriage. Like, not you have to have a job, you have to be built. I mean, even though it comes up once in a while, I know it's jokes. It's jokes. But then they want us to have that stability so that no man will show you shaking. You know all this rubbish where somebody will,
I did this for you.
Or when you enter, you're asking for the little things when you can easily because you have your own money, you can easily do that kind of. So that's like one thing that I know, that because my mom was not really like that, but then now she's obviously having her own things to do and all that, but then it's always kind of rough at the beginning, I guess. So that's one thing.
Okay.
Let's dive into the responses. I'm glad that I actually got responses because it felt like nobody was responding. I was like, wait, I know I sent these things to group chat because why is nobody answering me? But I'm glad, even if they are like few, yeah, something came. So there's the wide age difference. What do you guys think?
Wide age difference. Like how wide? How
It
wide?
depends.
Because well, I don't think my parents are that close in age. I don't think they're that close in age, but you won't even notice.
Actually,
You won't
even
notice.
my own too. Yeah, I feel like mine they're like 10 years or something.
Oh wow, that's
And
why
you will not even notice.
you won't notice
I
because of
swear.
the relationship. You
Yeah,
won't notice.
yes, it has to be the way you
Yes,
are.
You know my mom, if I tell you how many years, it's 12.
you won't notice. Like you won't notice.
You will not notice. And like the way my dad relates to my mom, like they always play.
You
Yeah.
think that they are in the
You
same
think that they're in the
age
same
range.
age range,
So
but
it's
nah.
like how you met the person, the relationship,
From how it started.
You people, well, you would you want that for yourself?
The wide.
It depends,
It really-
though. It
I feel
actually
like she
depends.
confessed.
It depends. But like, I don't want, for me, I don't want something that, let's say we have like 10 years, 12 years different, but it depends. If it's in a situation where I know that, oh, I like this person, and the person doesn't treat me in such a way that, oh, yes,
Really
because
little
I'm
girl.
older than you, you
call
have
me
to
sir.
say, you have to do this. Nah, you can't. Even the ones that are 2 years older, they can't do that.
True.
Honestly.
They can't do that.
Respect me. I'm
Respect
older than
me.
you.
They are doing alpha male. I'm sorry, but that's it. That's how it is.
Like you won't
But it
notice
depends.
if the man has a good character or doesn't like feel inferior.
Inferior, yes,
Yeah,
that's the word.
you won't notice it. You won't notice it at all. You have to start asking how many years. But on a normal day, somebody that is 1 year older than you or 1 year older can do the same
actually
thing to you.
do
No
that.
matter how old
It's not even 1 year, months.
you guys were call me sir, do this, do that.
Okay.
Am I your mate?
Would you marry someone younger than you? But it's just can you imagine?
Oh my god.
No, see, another. Let's wait first. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. No, see, if you actually meet somebody that's maybe 1 year younger than you, and the person doesn't have that, unless the person tells you their age, you said you think probably this person is 28.
Maturity.
It's the mature mindset actually. But for me,
Getting vexed.
It's not that. It's not
For
that I
me.
beg to differ. It's not that I beg to differ.
Okay.
I'm still working. I'm working on it.
no, there's another thing. No,
I'm
there's
working on
another
it.
thing.
It's very
You know,
difficult for me,
women
but I'm
age
working
faster
on it.
than men.
Okay.
That's another line to follow. Your man might be all good, everything, but nobody is perfect. You might get to a stage where the man will be like, this my wife is getting old too fast. And this one is doing this one. They will go outside and go and do something.
I don't think that's a man issue.
That's exactly,
I
but
don't
you
know,
are thinking of here and here.
I don't think
We are
that should
thinking
be
of-
a criteria. If you
like
marry a good
criteria.
person, I'm saying if you marry a good person, yeah, the person like you first of all, the woman is going to be happy. And when you're happy, you age less. I don't know how to explain it.
True.
But when you're happy in your marriage, you have peace of mind and everything.
Well, I know that.
You begin to see that in 5 years you still have the same face. You even get looking
When
better.
you're aging well,
you're aging gracefully.
resting
That's the word.
properly.
So
Stress
I don't think, no matter how much, even though like women age more than men,
guys.
if you're in a happy and a peaceful home, you get
You will not be
it
noticed.
won't be noticed. You won't, unless like I just remember something. I know a friend who she was telling me about her auntie, and she said that her auntie before she got married, her auntie was so fine. Like you know these women that you like, they're one of the finest women in her family. She gets, and she got married. Like I mean, 5 years later down the line, her auntie was unrecognizable.
Jesus.
And she was really sad because at that point she was young, so she could not really say much about it. She just noticed that her auntie that was light skinned before is now dark.
Oh my God.
She's now slim. Like she could not really
very
ask her what was going. So at that point now, you will now be asking.
Should I?
But what
Like
if pregnancy also? No, Well, I feel like you will still
You will
shine.
still shine.
You will still shine. Yeah, and it all depends on your. It depends.
We're going to far.
Exactly.
We're talking about our parents' marriages
I
here now.
swear, even look at
If you look at my mom now, you will never know that she has two like grown daughters, and hey, see, she said say that.
we are 6 now.
Exactly.
That she looks good.
She
You
has
see my mom. You
two-
think she's 45?
Especially if the man is taking care of them.
Exactly.
That's another thing.
As I say, peace, love, all these things, they play a
Understand
very big
Peace.
factor.
Peace is something.
Pieces.
Peace is something.
And there's another one that says no unity in making key decisions. I feel like that was a very big problem for me. I feel like, because if you're like husband and wife, I feel like there are certain things that you and your husband should discuss. Although, even though yes, there are some things that the man will make decisions without you, and me self, I'll make decisions without him. But I still feel like you should know.
Yes,
You have to know.
After you make decision, you are supposed to tell.
Even like I think you should
What should be before?
you should yes exactly.
I wouldn't
in
before.
cases where maybe the man
person is not available.
Yeah,
Maybe
except that.
you have to make a decision at that moment.
Except that.
But after
You
make decision,
have to,
You have to let
the
him
person know, and the person should understand the situation in which you made the decision, not that
yeah.
the person
Just
made
made
the exactly.
So that means understanding too has
And
to play a role,
communication.
that kind of thing. Because there are some decisions that if you make it on your own, the woman can be like,
Why did you make this
why
decision?
would
Why
you
didn't
make-
you
why didn't you
consult
consult
me?
me?
Exactly.
and all
same
that.
goes for men too.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Then another person said everything. This one shocked me because I was like, Mado.
Wow, every
Nothing.
The person has a lot to say.
that person
Yes,
has,
but did not know how to put it in that
Exactly.
conversation. Like,
Both love, understanding, everything.
I feel like there are many people who do not grow in grew up in a loved home, like because we had the privilege to, doesn't mean the next person
does.
had it.
What's the English?
Did
Oh my
whatever.
God.
Yeah.
So, but those kind of people now, it's going to be very difficult for them to like even enter into a relationship in
relationship.
the first place because
True.
when they see that a relationship blooming, they see what they grew up in, and they're like, no, I can't deal with this, and
They find it hard to accept love because it's one thing to love somebody.
then some
but
of them
another
don't
thing
even
to-
believe in it.
Some of them don't
You
love
get-
themselves. How do they expect them to love them?
Yeah, I feel like these are different.
real issues.
Yeah,
These are real
different
issues, and we should not
into.
neglect it. Like when you hear somebody that has like such issues, I feel like we should calm down and listen to the person's perspective. Calm down and don't try to advise the person because
Oh yes,
don't do
Advise
that.
them.
it's not everybody that wants your damn
Don't do that.
advice.
Just listen and see how you can just be there for the person.
True.
Because
I feel like that's one of the reasons why I even started this Graceful Truth podcast. Like I just believe that like everybody has a story, even if it's like good or bad and all of that. So I want to hear people's story. Like I just want to sit down and let people talk about their life. It can be devastating, it can be terrible, and there are some people that really don't. You think they don't have anything to say, but when they start opening up, you just be like,
wow,
like really. So yeah, I don't know what to say to this person, but I just hope. I pray for love. I pray for healing.
Their mental health.
Yeah,
I know someone
honestly.
like that, and it's with time the person adapts.
Mm,
And it takes a very, very long time.
That
Except if the
time-
person is willing.
I don't think there is any stage in which the person just says, okay, I want to come out of this. I don't think it happens that way.
It just happens. Like
I don't think the person just says, okay, I'm coming out of this. No, I
no,
think,
it's gradually now.
yeah,
Like
it's-
it's how
I don't even
healing
know, I don't even know how to put it in words, but there's just this blockade that comes with that kind of thing. For the fact that the person say everything, the person I don't know. I'm just my heart.
We are all
my heart is
speculating,
reaching out
like,
to that
to the
person right
person,
now
like,
because
every single thing. And the next one is lack of respect. I mean, even in normal relationships, let's not talk
Friendships.
about marriage.
Let's
Friendships, situationships. we all deserve and ought to give respect
No matter
to
how
people,
small you are,
or big,
or big you are, or mighty you are.
Oh my
not
god.
to even carry it into marriage.
Nah.
I don't know.
Many marriages are scattering these days
Because of
because respect is one thing, and they feel like respect is like saying sir, all this like wishy-washy respect. You get eye service respect, but respect comes from the heart. Respect is like you love this person and you're going to do everything in your power to make this person happy and loved. And being loving someone is not always giving the person ice cream or saying I love you. You get sometimes it's just in your actions, the things you do. You walk out on the streets and somebody talks to you, like obviously like somebody is trying to talk to you, and you know that you're in a relationship. There's a way you give give attention to the next person that shows that you respect your partner. That's one way. You get it?
True.
Another way is when you're like, there are many things,
There are
many
many
ways in
little
which you
things.
show respect. It's not just like kneeling down to serve the person food. I feel like that's just that's like eye service.
That's
respect.
too much.
Respect is not most times respect is
eye
in the
service.
background.
Yeah.
Do you get
From the
respect
background.
is when
come from like you said
Within.
exactly.
it's not from in front like
So they sir.
sir, please
and all this,
no.
like,
Edirosa.
Oh my
Like,
god.
have you heard like all those stories? So I will laugh. Have you heard like all the stories or all these TikToks where you see like a parent, African parent or something, telling the girl to kneel down and serve as out of respect.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think it's not that deep.
See, I don't know.
I don't feel it's that deep. Like people, they carry respect on their head, like it's
that deep. That really that thing.
It's disrespect
No,
to the woman.
it's disrespect. No, I mean like the way people, like the way men or maybe women carry respect. Like, okay, yes, I understand respect. You respect me, I respect you, but don't make it seem like, oh, if I'm trying to, like, let's say talk to you or play with you, like we have reached that stage that, oh, we can play with each other, and then you come and say, oh, why would you do that kind of rubbish? Oh, what? I'm like, calm down. It's the way you talk to me and tell me, okay, you don't like this,
that.
Yeah.
and then it's a way I'll even tell you, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not the one that you are shunning me and telling me, oh, I won't like that way. I'm not your mate. Don't do that.
Don't talk to me like that.
Uncle.
I feel like even
Calm
some of
down.
these things is also like taking advantage of the person and then just
Yes,
treating the
and some
person
people, when they see that, oh, the other partner is not loved at home,
They take
it. They trample.
they'll first love bomb you. They'll first show you
They love. Oh yes, and they will not come and
show you the real.
You know, for respect now, I was hearing something from an older couple, and the one was saying that there was a time that her husband lost his job, and you know, most times I'm not married, you get, and I learned
none of us are
exactly. I learned.
We're
a lot.
not married.
I try my best to learn a lot from older.
And we're all single.
I'm not single. The Lord is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
The Lord is my man.
Yeah, good. I try my best to learn a lot from older relationships. Yeah. So she was talking about how the period where her husband lost his job and he was feeling a little bit down, like he was downcast. And she, at that time, she was like, most women make the mistake of not respecting their husband at that time.
Yeah.
But she was like, that's the time you respect him more.
Needed him most.
You respect him more because that's where his
Very
ego is
vulnerable.
low. He's very vulnerable. Yeah, he needs to feel like he's still the man of the house. You get? So even though she was the one providing at that time, it was not to like she wasn't making it feel as if you're a useless man, you're not doing anything.
I mean,
Before that time, he was providing.
She
so
was
why-
still according him the respect that he deserves. You get?
Yes.
He's still the man of the house, and it's written in the Bible. He's still the man of the house. You get? And she exactly. So she did not say, oh, because I'm the one providing money now, I'm the man of the house. So I'm no more going to give you that respect. It doesn't change, money or no money. It doesn't change. He's still the head of the house.
Exactly.
She is his helpmate. Do you get? So that's what if he was going to remain like strong all throughout the marriage, do you think God would have said,
oh, you needed a helpmate?
No.
Exactly.
So she was like, that's the time you give him more respect.
For him to actually
exactly. So a lot of young couples now, I'm not going to give you advice because I'm not married. I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
It's not advice, though.
I'm just trying to say that a lot of like young relationships now, they feel like, oh, is when the man is providing or when the man has the money, that's when he should be giving respect. But no, respect is just, I say respect. Respect is like it's something that you have inside of you and you bring out, no matter the person's position or the person's place in society.
Next one is the traditional wife behavior. My mom still carries on her head. She will still make a meal, and once my father changes his mind, she will start another one. No. I'm so sorry. What? You know, that's why I love my dad and my mom. That's one thing I can say that I love about both of them. My dad, you can't waste food. Like I can remember the day that my mom made pap, because I don't really like pap like that. My mom made pap, and then I didn't want to eat the damn pap. I didn't want the pap. Like, I was still getting used to it, and they said I was not going to eat it though. They left it there for me. They went to report to my dad. So it was, when cold pap.
Yes, cold pap. Oh my God.
You ate the cold pap. Shit.
They don't want it for you.
One what? They told
when it was cold, when you eat it.
They called somebody to call me and come with the pap. I go there, set me down. What do you mean you're not going to eat the food that they prepared? Like, you can't make another. Exactly. Well, then when we're younger, like now I'm grown, so if I'm not, I'll tell you before. Don't put my own inside here. But then it's like, nobody's going to come and start making a different meal for you. So start eating it. And the fact that you will eat it because they made I cried, I ate it. That's fun. So that's something that even now, Seth, before my mom makes food, she will just ask him like in a request, like, are you eating this? Like swallow, because most of the time now when my dad goes and comes, he's mostly swallow it at night. So she already knows. And anything you put there, we eat it. Exactly. That's the thing. When you come back and he sees his tray, it's like it's not. He will eat it like that.
First of all, it's not in his place to say this what we're eating today. He's not the one that is doing the timetable.
I swear.
She's the one that cracks her mind to the timetable, and most times she does it with him in the room. So he'll be like, is it this thing we're eating? No, now change it. Now you get that kind of thing. But it's not when she has started cooking the food. You not say, oh no, now I don't think my dad would be like, he wants to eat burger today. I'm like, burger, will you make it? That kind of thing. And he's like, no, we're just buy the ingredients. And it's always fun because like you see that playful banter. She's like, he's like, we've not eaten good food in this house since. My mom would like, what have you been eating since? Bad food. I'm like, no, that's what I mean. Like, it's always so funny when you see them talking about like food. So it's not really
I don't one thing my dad, if you give him spaghetti when he's hungry, he will not eat that. My dad does not. That's it. Like my mom already knows. That kind of. She already knows how. So it's us that when we are cooking, she's like, don't put spaghetti for your dad. Make this. Because when you make it, you carry it away.
He doesn't like chocolate ice cream. He doesn't like macaroni. Like there's some things that he doesn't like. You already know that you don't when you're cooking this, you don't add
just make it something.
Make something different from that.
It's not a big deal. Because my dad is not like it's a big deal. My mom will just like, I've noticed like times, okay, when she wants to cook dinner or something, she'll just call my dad, greet him, everything, how's work, everything. Yeah, what are you eating this night? Sometimes I'll be like, I don't know.
I swear.
Sometimes I'll be like, maybe I would like to take yam porridge, or maybe I would like to take soup. Which soup is there? That's what you want. Not that I want to eat this soup. You ask which soup is there. My mom is like someone that cooks like, okay, egusi, she'll cook this one, she'll store it in the fridge. Okay, there is egusi, there is this one. Okay, bring out this one. Do you get? So it's just like, what I eat is most of the times I even like when my dad chooses the food because there's sometimes you just be like, okay, yam porridge. My little sister will be like, yes, yam porridge, yam porridge. My brother does not eat yam, so my mom will be like, okay, she understands that my brother doesn't eat yam. She might like tell him to, okay, take
is he an Igbo man?
Is it eating yam?
Like, no, he actually doesn't eat yam. My mom will be like, okay, she'll tell him, okay, try it. If you don't like it, then go and take maybe something else. But she'll tell him to advise him to just try it. If he tries and be like, he doesn't want it, talk. Go and take something else. It's not a big deal that you must eat this one, or you must change the food, or you would have to change that food. Like, food is not something that you cry about. When there is food.
My dad is not a picky eater yet, but when we were younger, we were kind of picky, and my mom hated it. So she made this rule that whatever I cook, you eat it. And my dad was her main supporter. He was her biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Because like
He's the one bringing that.
Exactly. Now you cannot be wasting food like that.
My mom will finish cooking the food now. My dad will be eating and be like, this food is so sweet. We'll not be looking at it like
You will not come eat.
On the time, I remember when my mom made indomie with crayfish. Jesus, like I'm not even a big fan of crayfish. And it's always Wednesday morning.
Crayfish is nice.
oh my god.
It's nice.
You know when you can smell the crayfish already. When my siblings are eating, they'll just be there.
You want to cry like
My dad is a fan of, if he's eating, come and eat with me. Come and eat with me. Like, or maybe he's eating meat, you just take one meat and give you, or take one thing and give you. But he'll be like, come and eat. Even if he's not like okay, you still come and take the remaining and eat. And I'm a fan of that. I like it because there is obviously gonna be meat inside that food.
all you meat lovers.
I get what this person is saying, Sha, because what do you mean I cook and you not doing cook from the beginning?
And I feel like
it's not nice.
I feel like it's from the woman's part too. Okay, you're living with your husband, yeah, and then you feel like he might want to eat this, and maybe he does not want to eat that. Maybe like you guys can have like a conversation about what you are going to eat that day, not cooking, and then at the end of the day he will not come and change his mind. Another one is that okay, maybe you would have already agreed on something that you guys will eat, and then you now come and start changing it again. That does not
like
make sense.
For this kind of situation, it starts from or originates from lack of communication.
Communication.
I feel like they don't have like
A very solid communication.
So I think that's where it's coming from.
It's
not just like
communication.
a food issue. You get
And it feels like it's something that maybe happens regularly.
Yeah, that's why the person has like seen. The
And
person
then,
has noticed.
a guy that grows up in this kind of family now would think that this
That is how
all
exactly.
women are.
They always use this in
I want somebody like my mother.
Like my
Where? Oops.
sorry.
No, I just feel like some men don't understand that thing. Like, which one is you want somebody like your mother? Yes, I get you value your mom
I
and
want
then
someone like Jesus.
There was a time like that. There was time I was asking to a guy that have you ever spoken to your mom about what she really like
Went through.
do you get? Because most times women don't like they don't tell their
boys
sons.
out.
They don't tell their sons.
They tell
like,
their daughters.
they tell their daughters
Yes,
how
but
tired
they
and
only
how
want-
burnt out they are and how they don't want to do this anymore. But their sons only say a superhero. They see somebody that
always
answers
showing
to.
up,
They do get every whim.
everything.
But like they don't
And
see
then-
like the vulnerable part of her not wanting to do this. So she doesn't want to pound yam with her hand. She doesn't want to
Exactly.
grind pepper with stone.
With stone.
She doesn't want to wash clothes with her hand. There are a lot of things that she doesn't want to do. But all these guys don't see it. Do you get? They only see like the good part of it. Oh, my mom is doing this every day. She's cooking. She's cooking. She's cooking fresh food every day.
Fresh food every day.
No. Fresh food. Fresh food. No, that one same.
I'm not saying
You men and women should ask your mothers. No, sit down and ask them.
What they really felt, and you will actually
Tell them to tell you the truth that they should not
there are
sugarcoat.
certain things when you come out and say certain things, people will not be looking at you like, are you okay? Like why?
You don't have such high expectations. There are some things that you should just drop, like as you're entering a relationship, drop.
Like open your mind
Exactly.
to maybe you might not receive this. Because
You open to new things. You're
like-
getting with somebody. Yeah, like you're getting a relationship with somebody.
Someone from a different
Background entirely.
Someone that maybe their mom does when it's time to wash, give it to this guy to wash it for you.
a lot of
Someone that they'll have washing machine, someone that will call laundromat to wash their clothes.
It's different.
And you are telling her you must wash it with your hand.
That's why there is compromise.
That's why there will be conflict in like certain
because
those kind of
you're
things.
having unrealistic expectations, and this person is coming from a different background. Like you cannot
the
expect
expectations
him
are
to
just
jump. It's
just too high. Or the person will come and tell you, "Oh, I'm seeing you as my mom. Oh, I put you on a high pedestal. Who asked you to put me there?"
And some of the girls will be flying.
Who asked you to put me there? Which one is I put you on a high pedestal. I expected more.
We are not married. We are just young single people.
Exactly.
We have experienced life. No, we have not experienced life. We have not experienced life. I'm just saying.
From the little experiences and knowledge that we have
gained,
please, I think we should be waking up. I mean, someone said this is 2025.
Awaken your spirit, man.
We're even in the middle of 2025. There are certain things that should drop.
Awaken your spirit,
There are
man.
a lot of things that should drop actually. All these unrealistic
Fresh food, okay, if you are single, you can be cooking. That's if you
you're
don't have a
single
fridge.
and your fridge can keep your food fresh.
Thank you.
There's technology, my dear.
Technology.
There are some reasons why our fathers then had some of these like expectations or how they need to eat fresh food every day. They need to maybe there was no fridge. Maybe there was no like maybe the food that lasted more than a day was not sweet again. Do you get? But now things have changed.
Like you can
Things
store
have changed.
food.
Adapt.
Let's move on to the last one for this question. Silent treatment towards your partner and also holding grudges and not forgiving. It really kills connections slowly. Not from my parents though, from a past relationship.
Communication.
Okay.
Well, that's difficult. It's difficult because sometimes you're like, it comes from a place of I can't do this anymore. You get? I've tried communicating many times and it ended up
Shambles.
yeah, it ended up bad. So I feel like that kind of thing. Both parties have. Both parties have to calm down to get to really understand what exactly is going on. Because that whole not communicating well thing.
Very conversation
That's
is
silent
key in
treatment.
everything. Like your relationship with God. I mean, I always use like human beings to talk about a relationship with God. Or little friendships, if you want your friendship to survive, you're going to communicate. If anything, even the first time you meet that person, you will talk to the person. It's almost the same thing with our relationship with God. If you want to get closer to God, you communicate. Now you're in a relationship, you have to communicate, and communication is difficult sometimes. So that's one thing that I will not like. It's so easy for us to say communicate.
It's so easy to say communication.
It's
but
easy. It's
difficult.
different to
And
actually.
for communication to actually happen, it has to be the two parties. It's not just one person
Because you can be
talking
talking and the other person
is
is
not listening, or the person is not
talking.
the person is not ready to talk. The person is not ready to express themselves. So it has to be like a common ground where this person is ready, that person is ready, and you're ready to understand
You talk
each other.
about it. No. Okay, what is one way? How do you like handle like conflict? That kind of thing.
Okay, how do I handle conflict? First of all, I need to sort out what is going on in my mind. I have to settle the conflict in my mind first.
Before you go on.
Because if I go on, like if I start talking with that conflict in my mind, I end up saying things I'm not supposed to say, end up worsening the situation, end up like just blowing things out of proportion. So I'd rather settle my mind first. And a few times where I jumped into like trying to settle the problem immediately, and everything just went upside down, everything scattered. You get? So I'm like, wait for me, let me get myself back on track.
But do you communicate that? What if
Later
the other
on,
person is the kind of person that
wants it
wants it
immediately?
there.
Oh, I've been in that situation before. So with the common ground was that okay, since you need to get this off your chest immediately, type it to me, like, because no matter how much you want to talk from now till tomorrow, I will not hear you out. You get? I cannot even understand you. I need to understand myself first. So type it out. Pour out your frustration in that text message that you want to send to me. I'm not playing it. You get? So when I've settled my emotions and myself, I read it. You get? Then maybe if you're open to talk again, we can, since we're both cool-headed now, we can now talk about it.
So for me, how I resolve conflict here, I feel like when it comes to me getting angry, I tend to just tell you at that time, because like if I should hold it in my mind for you, I'm going to be thinking about it and it's going to be vexing me. I'll be thinking about it and it's be vexing me. So I have to tell you at that point. I'll tell you, this is how I feel. This is how I'm. It's now you that would maybe understand where I'm coming from, or understand me like, okay, this person doesn't like what I did, and then we resolve it. Once we resolve it, I'm not thinking about it again.
Oh wow.
I don't carry it in my head or start saying, oh, you did this thing to me 10 years ago on the 16th of April, 2 a.m. So no, there's people like that. I've experienced people like that.
I'm like that. Honestly, I'm not even going to deny it. I'm like that sometimes when it comes to remembering what people have done, especially when it's an unresolved problem. And the person just acted as if nothing happened.
That's when it's unresolved.
It's like, okay, we're moving on. but we did not solve anything. That's just a scar, and we're carrying it all around, smiling, thinking that everything is like, wow, like in my mind is there, like maybe I'll forget it after like maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But when like something like that happens again, I remember. It's like you're referencing.
I don't remember time and date, but I
not
remember
time and date exactly. But that's like exaggeration.
Another thing is that if I do something to someone, the person doesn't tell me, and then they are carrying grudges for me. That's another thing on its own. I will not know, and you're now carrying grudges for me, and I don't know. I'm trying to maybe talk to you or play with you the same way, and then you're now giving me attitude. I'm like, what happened now? Like, why are you talking to me like that? Myself, I'll be like, what's going on? Maybe I'll still carry my own mind for you that you didn't tell me anything was going wrong. It's except if I want to come and ask you, okay, what's going on? Is something wrong? And then you start telling me of something that has happened. And I'm like, you didn't tell me. How am I supposed to know?
You know that kind of thing. I feel like it doesn't, I won't say communication solves it all, because I feel like the person should be aware. How do I say it? This kind of thing that you're explaining now, on how the person didn't tell you what you did.
Yeah.
The person expects you to be aware that okay, you've done something wrong, but it doesn't happen all the time.
It's not. But there are some things that there are some things that if I do to you, maybe it's something that if you do to me, I can ignore it and I'll not see it as a big deal. And then maybe I do it to you, but then you don't fancy that kind of thing. There and then you don't like call it out or something, and then you not start giving and sometimes they don't start giving you the attitude immediately.
No, it's not immediately. It's not immediately.
Then every single thing you do,
they just get irritated
because
and then
unresolved conflict.
And you're not talking about it, and then it's just there. It's just messing up everything, and then you just be like, at the end of the day, people stop talking and be like, okay, why did people stop talking? You don't know.
I feel like this kind of thing. I'm not defending the other party. I'm just trying to say that there's not always black and white.
Yes,
there's always gray in between. There's always some, like maybe there was no like bedrock, or there was no foundation where there's
no place for them to lay down.
Exactly. We haven't like spoken about this prior. Do you get? So this comes as a new feeling, number one. Another thing is that maybe there is no safe space or sandbox where both parties can talk about it and feel safe. Do you get? It's either this or this. We've not like entered that place where we can both be free with ourselves. Like, I don't know if you understand. So it's not always black or white. The other person might not be the bad person. The actual person that is hurt might not be the bad person.
When it comes to marriage, it cannot be, because for you to get married to somebody, from what I've seen, for you to get married to somebody, you have to be friends with that person, or you have to be on a level with that person. You want to say something? I know what you have to be on a level with that person that can be able to like probably express like a good marriage. Hey, let me just put that, a good marriage. You have to be friends with the person. People say even best friends, like the way you communicate or talk with the person. You can say anything you want to say for a good marriage. So I feel like in a good marriage, that should not be a
having silent treatment in this kind of is a bad thing. It's a very red, like a very red crimson flag, because that means while dating, you guys didn't ask the difficult questions. You guys didn't do the difficult things. Like you didn't talk about all these conflict resolutions and all this. So it just opens up.
And silent treatment, especially when you have kids and they're seeing it, for the fact that this person saw it.
That's a lot. That's a lot for someone for your kid to see it. Wow. I've seen a case where like the woman, someone told me that okay, the man keeps grudges, keeps silent treatment. She tried to talk to him and then he doesn't say anything. So one day she just got fed up, and then she was pregnant. She packed her things and she left the house because they had an issue. And then the man refused to talk. She said, I will not talk. I've been talking since, and you're not like okay. She packed her things and she left the house. She went to her friend's place, pregnant. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day passed, the man didn't call. 4, 5, 6, 1 week, the man didn't call. As far he's keeping grudges, and she said that the man keeps grudges, like he can stay and not talk to her. That's bad. And then in a case that okay, yes, the man thinks that okay, yes, because she's angry, she left the house. He didn't call. He didn't up till how many years? I'm telling you, yes, like a year. Like when the woman was saying the story, she was like, up till now, the man has not spoken to me.
The child is
the pregnant. She has given birth to the child now.
So he has not seen the child.
I don't know. From what the woman said, that's what she said. Do you understand? Like
that's crazy.
He kept grudges for her. Like okay, maybe he's feeling that he was the one right.
He's the prize.
Right. Okay. It was the one right that
You know,
okay.
sometimes you might even be wrong, you might be right, but just
But that keeping of grudges.
Because
I'm
she
not
says-
saying- I'm not. See, you guys hear me out. I'm not supporting keeping grudges. I'm just saying like there are many reasons why people keep grudges or why people don't talk about their issues. You get not to that extent. But that one is like extreme. But if you people love each other to that extent, I feel like somebody should swallow their pride, or both parties should swallow their pride.
and talk. It's two of you that is in the relationship. It's not you and the world.
You're not. It's not a competition.
Exactly.
You're just trying to have your peace of mind, and you're trying to be happy. So you cannot get such happiness.
And it's not and it's,
Well, you are
in
trying to
conflict.
be in
and it's not you and the person. It's not you against the person. It's you and the person against the problem.
Problem.
true. Spitting. Well, for me, I'm an overthinker. I'm someone that overthinks every situation, man. Even if it's just a little thing, like even if you just hit me like this, and I'm like, and maybe I feel like maybe there's something wrong, and you hit me, I'm like,
So
is it because
of that thing that you hit me?
yeah, that kind of thing. So it's like I'm also the kind of person that wants to talk about
Okay.
on the spot, like let's talk about, but at the same time, because communication is not something that I've always been doing, it's something that like I started learning like this year very well. So it's more like, okay, now I'm getting to know myself better. Do I really want to talk about it immediately? Because I'm trying to get my emotions under control. And if I'm talking about it immediately, my emotions are there, everything.
Yes.
You see me crying,
I will
you
say
see me,
everything. You
And
cry,
then
you
there's
do.
no filter.
like everything just has to go, because once I keep it in, everything will not be like, my mind will just be like
racing.
like should I,
about it?
oh like, but then it's good to actually like pause so that you know how to put
Handle
everything
the
properly, and with that they will not take advantage of your tears, let me put it like that.
Like telling you why you crying.
Or apart from say like the things that you say.
Yeah, but it will be much more better.
They see about what you actually say.
Yeah,
And pick out
and use it against you.
Exactly.
But then when you have sat down and your emotions are clear, everything, even though yes you are still hurt, but you know how to put your words better, you know how to talk. So when the person self is talking to you, you know how to respond. You will not miss out on, because I noticed that sometimes when I tend to like speak immediately on the things that happen, I will forget some of the things. Yes, I will forget some of the things that actually hurt me, and I'm just talking. But then when I don't sit down and go back, I'm not like, I should have said
That thing happens to me. Yeah, it happens to me too.
oh, if only I was there now, and then when we have the time,
I would have. Do you get? You cannot go back to the situation again.
Start regretting the things that you said.
Yeah.
Like you didn't say. Oh God,
It happens. So I guess
it's both.
so I
Either
guess
you talk or you don't talk.
So for me, mine is just waiting till I've settled my emotions, because I tend to like spill a lot of things that
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to spill out. Did you get when I'm done, I'm like, oh God, what did
what
I
I say, I was just like, it happens.
I wasn't that angry.
And
Yes, like I wasn't that angry.
well, me, sometimes I just invalidate my feelings. Oh, I was that angry, man. But then at the same time, to say that the things that I said,
what I said,
no,
doesn't
I don't
relate to
think.
how I was
Yeah,
feeling.
I don't think.
Exactly.
But then when your emotions are up, it's like everything, man. You are very. You don't know how you act. You don't know how to speak. You are like everything. Just take it like that, whether you like it or not. But that's very bad. That's very bad. It's a very bad attitude. But that's one thing that I know that okay, I'm learning, trying to put my emotions under control and not to speak immediately, because it's very, very crazy.
Something I'm learning too. Because if you do something to me and then I'm talking out, tears are coming out of my eyes.
Yeah,
Like I'm already crying and telling you I'm spitting it out. I'm talking. But now that's why I said okay. I'm trying to get my emotions under control and then calm down and tell you how he's doing it then.
You're tired. Sorry.
Tell me like
Please cut out this part. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning like a crazy person.
tell you okay, this is how I'm angry, but I'm trying to at least swallow some things I have to say. It's now you that will now, if you now want to make it a back and forth rah, 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 then we'll do rah, rah, rah.
Oh me, I don't know how to. I can lose in that one.
No, like we'll talk, not like fighting, no. I don't do fight, so.
I don't know how to explain, but like
It's been so long since I did that. I don't think I want to.
Sometimes
I will just
I can't
crash
even
out.
keep.
You know, real crash out.
You know,
Crash
I'll
out.
be like,
Sometimes I might just like keep quiet.
I'll just be like,
Sometimes I'll just be quiet and then it's not personal. I'll be like, oh, why are you not talking? I'm like, what do you want me to say?
Like what you want to say? If I talk now, tears will follow you.
What
And the
do you
next
want
thing
to
will be
say?
like you're victimizing yourself. That kind of
You're
thing. So it's
playing the
better to
victim.
just keep quiet. But yeah, I guess we're getting to the end. So this next one, we're just going to like run through it. So the next question is, what's one thing you admire and would want to carry in your own marriage? Okay, so first things first, individuality. Hey, what did I say that in like individuality? They have their separate lives irrespective of the marriage.
Individuality, I feel like that's a good trait, but there's a line
There's a line.
to it because no matter how individual we're still one.
Yeah.
So yes, we are both living our lives and going in different paths, but there's still a part where we come together. So our lives should not be so far apart from each other, even though they are far apart from each other. But you can still see that oneness.
I think that's
exactly. Is that what the person is saying?
They said they have their own separate life irrespective.
Okay. It's like our marriage should not stop us from growing. Should not stop us from getting
Yeah,
higher
that's
in our
probably what the
career.
person
Should not stop us from like. We should even not compliment. We should compliment each other. Do you get?
Yeah.
We should grow with each other,
well,
grow higher, do better, gain more. Like I don't know, more experience in our different fields. Learn new things. Do you get?
learn from each other.
Exactly. So we should still grow. We should not stop each other from growing.
Every marriage,
we should
as far as I'm
we should
concerned, is
compliment each
growing.
other.
Even though you are 50 years old, you are still
You
growing.
don't have it all figured out.
You don't have it. Nobody has it all figured out. Nobody.
Still finding ourselves.
Next one is the affection towards each other. Let me just read through them.
Okay.
Their affection towards each other and how they agree on some things together, how much they love each other, love, care, and respect. To marry someone that supports women and their rights. That's a very nice one. Marry someone. Their cooperation to keep the family in good standing and their rooted relationship with God. Nice. Loyalty, constant communication, endurance and support, love and care shown to the children. My parents still act very romantic and affectionate towards each other, especially my dad. So those are the responses.
All these things are admirable, and we all want it in our marriages, in our love life. We want to be happy. We want to feel at peace. We want a thriving home. So everything that you mentioned here, these are all everything that we want.
These are
You
all
can even like mention more things. Loyalty. We want loyalty. We want peace of mind. We want happiness. We want our children to grow up in a lovely home where they don't have any trauma. They don't have like father issues. They don't have mother issues. We don't want that for ourselves. We want to be able to grow and look back and be like, yes, we made the right decisions. Our children are happy, we're happy.
We're happy.
And
everybody's happy.
exactly.
In your family, who pushes? I don't know how to put it properly, but you know how some families like in my family now, it's my dad that is like they carries the whole prayer life and all that. And my dad, my dad, my mom. But in your own, like, who does?
It's my dad though. My dad is the more like he's more spiritual if it comes to that aspect. He's actually the priest of the home. So like my mom is she's not that she's doing well though, she's doing well, but it's not as much as my father. I don't see I feel like my father is more out in the open. My mom is more of an inside person, you get. So but both of them are
they're doing well in their own way.
And
So it was like my mom, like, okay, she's praying. So my dad, okay, we pray together. But now it's my dad that used to wake my mother up to pray. Like by 6 a.m. he's already, oh yeah, let's pray. Let's pray. Let's do this. You hear their devotion, they are clapping everything from your room. You will not gonna join them. Do you understand? So she taught him, and now he's now
that's good. That's good.
carrying over. Good.
Like, anyways, okay. So then I asked the last question, like, anything else you want to share on this topic? Yeah.
Love yourself.
I feel like all starts, like she said, it all starts from you. You have to like heal first. You have to be in the process of you have to be in that process of knowing yourself, loving God, looking for God. You get you're not just looking for love, you're looking for God. You're trying to get yourself on track. You're just building yourself, and maybe in the process you meet somebody who is just like you, not really like you in character, but just like you in purpose, trying to find their purpose, trying to find God and things like that. So you cannot be looking for love. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
No, yeah, that's why I said love
yourself
first.
Exactly.
Once you love yourself, then love will come.
Yeah.
Sounds like talking.
No, it's something that
I love myself. That's a deep question.
Whoopsie.
I will answer it later.
Like,
Well, I actually do love myself. If I don't love myself, I would have killed myself. So I love myself, and still, yeah, I love myself.
how about you?
I love myself. I didn't actually, I would say before, I would say I love myself because I actually liked myself, but now I would say I love myself. Do you understand? Because I love the fact that I'm trying to improve on my own self. I'm trying to see the things I don't like, the things that are weighing me down, or the things that are bad, or let's say the things that I want to work on.
Yeah.
I see myself, okay, yes, I want to do this, I want to improve, I want to do this. I'm trying to say, oh, I have to live up, I have to do this because God will not be happy with me. I have to do this, I have to do that. Do you get? So I love the fact that I'm trying to grow.
Well, for me, I would say I love myself, but I am learning to love myself more. Because there are some decisions that I make that are very questionable. Like recently, I found myself asking, like, how did I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, like equating that to loving myself. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's like recently, I'm just like, there are some things that I'll do. I'm like, Miss Uma, how did you even get yourself in
Like,
this
how
in the
did you-
first
how did you
place?
get
Like,
It do happen.
and I'm like, okay, and then okay, out of context, there's one I saw something online on TikTok, and like, it was a question, and it got me thinking, like, what's one thing that made you realize, or made you like think or come to the conclusion that you are not going back to that person again?
Next episode.
I mean, let's just run through what people said, people's responses. Okay, we'll just go to two. Let's just say two. So first one is marry for love, not for materialistic reasons, but love isn't always enough. Ensure your partner is well brought up. Backgrounds matter a lot. And then another one is a home is built on a godly foundation, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But partners must be ready to learn and unlearn. There is strength and power in unity. It makes everything look possible. Let me add one more. My mom supports my dad and wants the best for him in everything that she doesn't bother for my dad's help in everything. But they both work together to take care of their children. In terms of cooperation in marriage, my parents are the epitome of it. Every wife should indeed understand the husband and vice versa in such a way that they want each other's best interest in love and understanding. So yeah, I hope we all took like something from this episode. I mean, I took a lot. Did you?
I did.
Yeah. So how do you feel?
Okay, I feel happy that I was invited here. I've learned a lot. So if you invite me,
Okay. How about you, Vera?
I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it. So I'm actually like I am glad. I'm happy. It was insightful, eye-opening, everything. So I'm glad I'm here.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming, you guys. I'm really happy and ecstatic. Yeah, I'm glad. And thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys stay to the end. So if you have like any topic, anything you want us or me to touch on, to talk about, feel free to drop it in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share to your friends. Like share it out. You don't know who might actually meet.
what does share look like again? Share that thing, just click on it.
You don't know, you don't know who might need to watch it or hear a few things that we said and that. So see you guys next week.